Good morning everyone and welcome to another video. I'm here in Bali, Indonesia, and I had an idea to show you guys what the $30 in terms of accommodation and transportation gets you here in Bali. Just $30. Can you get a lot? Do you stay in a hostel? What do you get with those $30? So I'm here outside my private villa, and this is the view. This is a small little road coming up to the villa. Just a small little small little houses over there, another house over here, and that's basically it. And the two villas I'm staying currently at, there's two villas here. It's called Tirtam. This is from Airbnb, and it's basically a private little villa with a private pool in the middle of the rice fields. There's literally nothing here. The closest thing to here is probably like, I don't know, about a 10-minute drive. It's a little bit out of the outskirts of Ubud. It's called a region called Sugawadi, which is near Ubud, and pretty easy to come here. You can have a car, you can have a bike. So I'm gonna show you what you can get with those $30. So I've rented this car here. It's a 2018 Toyota Race. It's a front-wheel drive, probably like a small like SUV or whatnot. Pretty good car. It's a big one. Look at that. And now this does not cost $30 a day. This costs only $15 a day. So you can rent literally a very good car like this one. It's a pretty big car. You can rent smaller cars. You can rent like a small little Suzuki or a Toyota for like, let's say, around $10, but just $5 more you get this one, a bigger option. And it just locked on me. All right, let's open it again. Let me just show you the inside. So this is how it is on the inside part. Pretty good car, pretty new car. As you can see, you have your USB cable, you have air conditioning, of course, and that is pretty good value for this car. It actually is a really nice car to drive, really smooth car. The only problem is it's a big, and you have to be careful when driving here in Bali, because the roads are a bit, I'll say, sketchy, tiny and whatnot. Now, if car isn't your option, you can rent a motorbike. That will cost you around anywhere from $4 to $7 maximum per day here in Bali. And it depends what you want. If you want to ride a motorbike here in Bali, you definitely want to have a license, and you definitely also want to know how to drive a motorbike pretty damn well, because it is pretty difficult to drive a motorbike here, to be honest. The traffic is hectic. There's literally 1,000 motorbikes at any given time in the roads, very tiny roads, and just like this one, look at that, super tiny road, you know. And it's pretty difficult to actually ride a motorbike here. So I guess it's up to you what you're gonna get. Everyone that comes to Bali actually opts to get a motorbike instead of a car. Now, that was the thing with me as well. I was thinking about renting a motorbike, but then I was a little bit scared of renting a motorbike, and I knew a car for me was a better option. But I was thinking, you know, about the parking space, the roads and whatnot. And I have to say, been here in Bali for like 5 days now, I haven't run into many weird situations with the car, like that I couldn't pass through or I couldn't find parking. I run into a bit of a problem, but not like huge problems. Like, they're tiny roads, you know, you have to get on the side of the road to let the other car pass, or you have to back up in order for the other cars to pass, or you might not fit together and you might just have to like put your car in the grass, and the other guy put his car in the grass, and just go slowly and carefully in between each other in order to pass through. Parking wise, most places have parking, and also most places do not have parking. So if you are in Ubud, there's a big parking lot, but that's just it. Then you have to park on the side of the road maybe, which is pretty dangerous if you rent a car, because if someone crashes into you, then you're gonna pay them. So that's a little bit sketchy. But most waterfalls I've been to, most areas I've been to, you know, Gates of Heaven and whatnot, which are popular here in Bali, do offer a big parking lot for cars. Now, some waterfalls are a bit sketchy. I've been in one that you have to go uphill in a pretty narrow road, barely fits this car because it also is a pretty big car. So I couldn't go up. Well, I could have technically gone up, but I didn't want to risk scratching the car to pay the company, so I just parked down just in the side of the road in this, like, it was like with grass, and I just parked it in there. There was another car parked there, so I just parked it there. And in another waterfall, it was a pretty tiny parking, maybe like it fit like maximum 2 cars, and it was like gravel. But yeah, you can basically get through. I would recommend, if you rent a car, just be careful of the tight spaces and the parking and the trees above, because if a coconut falls on your car, it surely will break a window or maybe dent a roof or something. It depends what it hits, but be careful of that. But other than that, I think I was expecting the roads being a little bit more rough, but it actually is okay to have a car in Bali. And surprisingly, very okay to have a car in Bali, and I was pretty surprised. I didn't expect this. So that's what $15 gets you back there. You can also get other cars, as I said, starting for around maybe minimum $10. You can rent up to, let's say, $50 a day, depends what car you get. But a car like this, a big one, a nice one, a modern one, 2018 model, with all the little features, USB cable, Bluetooth connection, you know, only costs $15 per day. With that is incredible, and that is including unlimited mileage and also full insurance for the car crash. Full insurance, it depends by the company. You have the insurance written down and you can read it or what it covers. But yeah, other than that, $15 gets you a really good car. Now, this is my villa over here. This is a small villa situated here near the rice fields. Let me just show you guys. So it's basically nothing else here, and here's the rice fields. Just over there we have all rice fields, literally nothing else, just the house down there, and that's basically it. So I want to head now inside. I'm going to give you a tour of this private villa and give me my thoughts, if you should rent a villa, a hotel, a hostel, whatever. There's a million options when you come to Bali. So let's go and show you guys the villa. So this is the villa. This is the main entrance. You have basically a kitchen, a sitting area. You have a fridge that came in handy pretty well. It's filled up with many things, fruit, food, anything you can think of. A fridge is really much needed. You have water, cool, hot. You have a kettle. I have no idea what this is. Salt. You have a cooker. You have a sink over there. You have the sitting area with 2 chairs here, and you also have pans, plates, forks, knives, bowls, everything. So that is a complete kitchen. The only thing that is missing is a washing machine, which I guess that's alright. And I haven't told you guys the cost of this villa. This villa costs another $15 a day, so it's same as a car. $15 for a private villa in the middle of a rice field. I think that is a pretty good bargain. Now, it's not these super luxurious villas, you know, the super modern ones. It's a more little local villa, you know, but it's still a private villa with a private swimming pool, amazing views of the rice field, and it's cheap. And $15 per day included free breakfast every day at any time you want, because there's a very nice little girl actually cooking the breakfast for you every morning. So she actually comes and asks you what time you want the breakfast tomorrow and what do you want from the menu. There's fried eggs, scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, noodles, fried rice, fresh juices, fruits. So pretty good breakfast. You can also get a floating breakfast in the swimming pool here. And look at this swimming pool. For $15, you get a swimming pool like this. It's pretty deep actually. I would guess like around 1.6 meters or something, and it's actually pretty big. Look at that. It is actually pretty damn big. And on the side of the villa you have the rice fields in the background, and look at that view over there. Now tell me that view isn't amazing. That is incredible. Just this alone, without a bed, without anything, is actually worth $15, to be honest. So that is really good value so far. And I'm gonna show you also the room, which is also pretty good, pretty big, pretty spacious, but minimalistic, you know. So this is the entrance to the room here. You have a sliding door, and here you have the room. You have a basic sitting area over here. We have our stuff there. We have a pretty big bed, to be honest. This is a pretty large bed. I guess it will fit probably 4 people. It's a pretty big bed, to be honest. We have another sitting area over here. Small little sitting area with my laptop, whatnot. Pretty basic. Of course, forgot AC. Surely, we have a small little wardrobe over here. And let me just show you the bathroom now. So you have the bathroom over here. Have sink. You have a bathtub. You also have a shower. And this shower is pretty humongous, to be honest. And the toilet, of course. But look at this. You walk on basically like rocks. So that is pretty darn good. And that's a pretty nice bathroom, to be honest. Pretty large. You have a big bathtub. Literally, it's probably one of the biggest bathtubs I've ever seen. One of the biggest showers I've ever seen. And it looks pretty good. Natural light getting inside due to the big windows you have over here. Look at this. This is a full-on window. You can wake up in the morning and just get this view like that. That looks pretty good. This one just views basically the swimming pool, whatnot. And this is basically a door. Let me just, you can unlock it. Then you can get out here just next to the swimming pool. The only thing that's missing here probably like maybe like some beds or like a small little table over here, but maybe due to the rain, I don't know. It rains pretty much every day here in Bali. Not every day, but it does rain. So that's what $30 gets you here in Bali. Now, in my opinion, this opinion is definitely personal. I believe it's more worth it you actually rent a villa here instead of a hotel. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some amazing hotels, some amazing resorts over here, but it's a different vibe having a private villa here in Bali, and definitely in the middle of the rice fields. And for $15, that's even cheaper than some hotels here in Bali actually. Now you can get very cheap accommodation here, but I don't think it's really worth it coming to Bali and staying at a hotel or at a hostel. Now it depends, surely depends on your budget, but in my opinion it's a much better decision if you just save up a little bit more, maybe if budget is your thing, or just plan it out a little bit better, maybe book it ahead or something. There's a lot of cheap villas in Airbnb and booking.com. You can find a lot of villas. Just make sure when you're searching villas, if you are in for a private pool like I did, like this one, to actually read carefully the description, because there's many villas here, a lot of villas, some cheaper than this, but they have a shared pool. Now not every villa comes with a private pool, so that's a little bit of a catch here. Make sure you actually check that it has a private villa, because a lot of villas will be like small little bungalows and then have a public swimming pool just in the middle of them. Still, you get a villa, you get a pool. That is maybe a better option still than a hotel, but definitely a private villa here in Bali is the best option. So plan ahead, make sure you actually book ahead or whatnot, and get yourself a private villa. Come with your friends, come with your girlfriend here, have your drinks, cook, have fun in the pool. You know, no one here to distract you, or no other people in the pool. It's just a different whole experience to be able to have your own swimming pool, your own little small villa, parking space, whatnot. Now, on cars, I said it before, it depends on what you like. You can get a bike, you can get a car. A bike is definitely like 3 to 4 times cheaper than a car. So that's why many people, when they come to Bali, opt for a scooter here and not a car. But as I said, if you're a little bit afraid, like I was, of getting a bike here in Bali due to the driving, the roads, blah blah blah, whatever, you can definitely get a car here, and it's much easier than you think. Trust me, it's much easier than you think. It's not that bad, and of course the traffic is still crazy. You have to watch out a little bit for the cars. You know, people may just cut you off anytime. You know, it's crazy. They drive pretty hectically here, so you have to be careful. But still, a car can go anywhere as well. But a motorbike will save you time and money, of course. But yeah, it's up to you to decide. So that's what $30 gets you here in Bali, Indonesia, and I think it gets you a lot. $30 to have a private villa and a car, a brand new car. That is just mind-blowing, and you can do it even cheaper than that. But yeah, it's up to you. As I said, that is gonna be the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.